Hey everyone, welcome in to day 35 of the 12 Days of Whiskey with Kevin. And as we wrap up season 3, it's a very special international edition of the 12 Days. I'm going to share with you a very cool whiskey that you might not have seen. Very few of you might have gotten your hands on this, but I encourage you to try it if you can get your hands on a bottle. If you don't, I'm happy to share some of this with you. I'm going to take you on a field trip with some geography, so you're going to learn a little geography and history lesson here. So this is where, this top arrow here is where the whiskey is made. As you can see, for those of you that are geographically challenged, it's close to Tokyo, kind of in the middle part of Japan. This down here, where I have written in very good penmanship, Miyazaki. That is in the island of Kyushu, which is in the southern part of Japan. I was very fortunate to work for a Japanese company in my younger days, where it took me over there. My work took me over there for a couple of months, and it was a fantastic experience. I would encourage you, if you can travel over there, do it. They're fantastic people, and I have great friends still from that era, and it's a great experience. What I learned from that experience was a Japanese whiskey product called shochu. And that's what a lot of us would drink. So it was either beer or sake or shochu. That was the beverage of choice down there. So that was really my first exposure to whiskey over there. And so this is similar to that. So right on with the countdown, this is it's called the Iwai Tradition Whiskey, and it's made by a company called Mars Shinshu. And what this means is that it's made from or finished for 6 months in casks that are made from the Japanese cherry blossom tree. And so this wood is very prized. It's called Sakura. So if you noticed on the label, it said finished in Sakura casks. And so part of this process, here's the third fun fact that you will learn tonight, hopefully you caught the first two, was that these are finished in, their casks are actually rectangular. And it's because the molding of the wood is hard to do. So, you know, our barrels are like a barrel shape here for bourbon and whiskey and whatnot. So it's just a different way to make it, but it finishes really well. It's really smooth. This product is actually 40% alcohol by volume, so it's about 80 proof, and it's easy to drink. It's not like the fire where you're going to be snorting fire like we've had on some other 100 proofs. But anyway, on to the whiskey. So what I smell in this is some of the fruit. And you would hope so if it's finished in that cherry blossom cask. But it smells great. What I smell is more of a Scotch smell. Whew. And as we taste it, wow, it's fascinating to me because this is a lot more like Scotch. And I told you I'm not really a huge Scotch guy, but I do appreciate it. This is really smooth. It doesn't hit you with that really peaty taste. What I do taste in it is the fruit. So I think that's what makes it a little bit smoother for those of you that don't like that harshness or the peaty or the mossy part of the Scotch. And oh wow, it lingers really well. So the fruit is lingering even in my mouth today. So as I taste this. So I just want to wrap up by saying thank you for watching. You're going to enjoy the finale of season 3 and then on to season 4. We got some big stuff planned and some really cool whiskeys to try. So thanks for joining me. And again, I appreciate you watching and hitting like and sharing with your friends. And I'll see you next time on the 12 Days of Whiskey with Kevin.